What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So we are entering the spooky season. One of my favorite holidays has to be Halloween. So although we don't do a lot of scary looks on this channel, we do Halloween. All right, so before I get started, I want to tell you that I walked into Walmart looking for something that wasn't what I originally walked out with. But the important thing here is I saw a display that caught my heart. So I went over and I was saddened because it was pretty much empty. And I came home and I told John, you know what? I have an idea for this Halloween. It's gonna be like spooky glam, and that's what we're gonna do. And then the mail came. Hence, da 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 da. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Wet n Wild blessed us with their Walmart exclusive Fantasy Maker release. And that is what we're gonna break down and enjoy together in this video. So if you're interested in this collection because you've seen it on the Walmart display, let me tell you, you need it in your life. And if you stick around, I'm gonna tell you why. All right, so this is a huge collection. And when I say huge, like I opened the box and there was layers upon layers upon layers of amazingness. So I decided to break it up into 4 easy categories because I know that when we're shopping, especially for like festivals or Halloween seasons, we go in there looking to what was released, but we're on a mission to find something. So I'm gonna break it down into eyes, face, lips, and accessories because I feel like there's a little bit of everything in this collection, but these are the big categories that I feel are easy to understand and appreciate. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so for the eyes category, let's kind of talk about the things that were released. So we have regular eyeshadow palettes, we have glitter palettes, we have glitter liners, color mascaras, and last but not least, we got lashes. So let's go ahead and start with our palettes. All right, guys, so for palettes, they actually released 4 of these beautiful variations for this Halloween season. So these retail for $4.98, and they have very similar packaging to some of their classic palettes. And I have to say that after creating this look right here, all of the shades, the mattes, the shimmers, the extra shimmer with glitters are beautiful. The swatches were a dream and they were very easy to work with, very pigmented. So let's go ahead and look at the names because guys, for this collection, the names are super cute. Okay, so we have Pick Your Poison, which is more of like a red tone, kind of orangey palette. And then we have Boogie Nights. So I thought that was fun as well. And the Boogie Nights is more of like a little bit of everything. It's not really rainbow, but it does have brighter colors in here. It is exclusive to the name, right? Kind of dancey. And then we have Hollow Queen, which is super cute as well. So Hollow Queen is, I would say, if Ursula from The Little Mermaid had a palette, this would be it. This is, I have to say, one of my favorites of this collection. The blues, the purples, even the grays are just super interesting and dimensional and just, oh my gosh. Okay, this one. That's all I'm gonna say, this one. And last but not least, we have Mummy of the Year. And Mummy of the Year is more of like a neutral with some greens. I do find one particular green in here. If I didn't buy this palette for anything but that one color and I had to restock it, I would buy the palette again. That's how beautiful this green is. Okay, it's like a green blue. It is like Cancun with a little mermaid with a sprinkle of magical things in this green right here. I really feel that the price point for the pans that you're getting, the size, the quality, it's compact, it's not super bulky. So overall, I feel like these palettes are worth your money and are worth the try for this Halloween season. All right, guys, so next up we have glitter palettes, and these retail for $3.99. We have 4 different variations released. Again, let's talk about the names because you need to hear them. So we have This Bites, And this one is, to me, kind of reminds me of like the American 4th of July kind of color scheme. For these, when you're looking for a glitter palette, you don't want it to be too dry, but you don't want it to be too greasy. And I find that these are pretty pigmented when you reach into the pan. So these come with these little cute sponges. I would not personally use this, but if you're a beginner or you're on the go and you just want to dip it in and kind of like top your look, that'd be fine. Or you can use some kind of synthetic brush or your good old finger, right? So I feel like these are a nice formula and they are pigmented, they stay in place, they don't really flake a lot, which is really, really important. But if you're using them for like festivals or Halloween, glitter everywhere is just, it's not a problem, you know? Okay, so this one is This Bites. Next up we have Boogie Monster, and this is super cute. This is more of like a green, blue kind of tone. I feel like if you are shopping for Halloween, go in there with your character in mind and what kind of colors you're looking for so that it can be easier for you to shop for palettes, glitters, accessories, because it goes with the theme of your costume. So next up we have Rest in Pink. This is purples and pinks and a little bit of blues. These have really, really nice combination glitters where, for example, this purple has red, blue, gold. So I feel like with the glitters, they did give you some variations of some cool glitter mixes in these cute little palettes. The last one that we have is Horoscope. And this one is more traditional to my golds, my reds. They do have a really nice peachy red here and a kind of like a blue, purple, silver. But these again are super great formula, very affordable, great for beginners, and just not scary because glitter can be messy and scary, but these are super easy. Next up we have glitter liners, and they released 3 shades of these. Again, let's talk about the names because they are everything. We have Bad to the Bone, and this one's more of like a pink, white, very traditional glitter. These have a very nice applicator. It is thin, it is flexible, super easy to use. So even if you don't have experience applying a glitter liner, this packaging and the whole wand are very, very easy to use. So this one's the first one. The second one is kind of like a blue glitter kind of mix. This one is called Magic Trick, and again, this is a very nice shade, easy to use, easy to manage, and it doesn't have to be only for Halloween. If you really like to add some definition to your liner, you pop on glitter liner on the edge or on top of your look, and this is just gonna take your look to the next level. Last but not least, we do have a black glitter liner, and this one is called Bat Your Eyes. This one, I feel like I didn't really see the glitter. When I was swatching these, I wanted to make sure that, you know, I really dove into the details to like let you know, are these worth it? I feel like these two I would pick up. The black one I would pass. It does have glitter, okay? I'm looking at it. It does have glitter, but I feel like the swatch doesn't come out very bright to where I can appreciate it, and it's not quite opaque to get away with like a regular black eyeliner. So this one, it's a pass for me. Finishing off our glitter additions, we have a glitter mascara and 2 colored mascaras. So these retail for $3.98. We have a very interesting silver glitter mascara. When I looked at the wand, which was what I was interested in, it is very, very thin, almost like non-existent. If you want to spice up maybe like your eyebrows or your bottom lashes and you really want to get the glitter in there, I feel like this type of wand would do some justice. So I will definitely continue to play around with this so that I can fully appreciate it. But again, this is super affordable. So if you are in need of adding glitter for your Halloween look or your festival looks, this is definitely worth a shot. Then we have colored mascaras, and these wands in particular look very nice. They have a separation. So if you really like the wand to separate and coat all your lashes, I feel like this one's going going to be very lengthening and it's going to coat every lash pretty easy. Again, these are not waterproof, so just be careful, but I will definitely again be playing with all of these. So if you're not on my stories and on my reels, what are you doing, right? We're gonna watch and review these in real time so that I can give you some feedback. But like I said, they're super affordable and definitely worth a shot. Okay, let's talk about lashes. So I've seen Wet n Wild through the years kind of dab into the lash industry and like, you know, tippy toe in. I was very pleased that they decided to launch nicer looking lashes other than, you know, your traditional kind of Halloween ones. So I really appreciated that they launched 4 different styles. The first one is Enchanted, and this is the lash that I'm wearing today. It is very nice. It is very doable for a catty lifted effect. And as you can see, I really enjoy it. So this one is traditionally black all the way. The other ones have a little bit of something to offer. So let's go ahead and talk about this one. This one is called Mysterious. And this Mysterious one feels more of like if I got feathers and I put it on a lash and I styled it, I feel like this is what I would get. So this is very like feathery, birdy to me. If you're doing some kind of costume where you are doing a fluffier kind of feathery inspired look, I feel like these would be really nice. My only concern is that most of the length is on the outskirts of the eyes. So for me that I have smaller eyes, I would have to either chop the front to keep the edges or cut the edges to keep the lash. Does that make sense? So I feel like depending on how you want to style it or what you want from the lash, this is going to be a very cool, playful one. Next up, we have the, I want to say like the almost the twin sister of the lash I'm wearing right now, but this one has a little bit of purple kind of lilac on the lash band and the tips of the lashes. So this one is called Supernatural. And again, if you're doing something more like galaxy, more colorful, and you want a little bit of color on your lash, but you don't want to quite go with a colored lash, this is a nice fusion to consider, and I will definitely be playing with this one. Last but not least, I'm excited because in their promo, they have a sad clown with glitter lashes. Well, these are the glitter lashes. So these are called Twilight, and these are short, very packed with glitter. I am definitely going to try to recreate their sad clown, and for that particular promo, they took these lashes and instead of applying them on the top, they flipped them over to the bottom lash line. So these are double-sided glitter goodness. So if you're in need of a good glittery accented lash, this is definitely your go-to. But overall, guys, I feel like for the price point, these are definitely something you should try and pick up. All right, guys, so our next section is all about the face. When we are going into Halloween, I've tried to not buy Halloween palettes to do Halloween looks. And guys, it is a struggle and it messes up your regular makeup. So I am quite excited to see these in the market for the price point. So these are the face cream palettes and these are $5.99. What? $5.99. Yes. And you get all of these colors. So they released 3, and let's go ahead and kind of break down what I feel you could do with these. So the first one is the Smokey palette, and these have more of what I would say maybe like special effects. You have a lot of reds, whites, and grays. This is more of a traditional palette. I feel like if you're doing blood, if you're doing Dracula, if you're doing any of that, we're gonna probably come back to this as your basics. So this is definitely worth your money and very friendly and easy to use. When you're looking at creams, I feel like sometimes it's kind of overwhelming. You don't really know what you're looking for, but you want it to do amazing things. So when I swatched these, I was looking for the consistency and the pigment. So these are super pigmented. They're very creamy, but not to where it's greasy and sloppy. So I feel like they're creamy enough to like blend on the face or on the body if you would need to, and then set it with a powder and you're good to go. So I was very excited about that feature. Next up, we have a very traditional, maybe like rainbow-y kind of primary color scheme here. So this palette is called Rainbow and it is very true to its name. This allows you more variations. Again, you can come back to the white and create your very own colors, but this one, I feel like if you're doing more colorful things, maybe more traditional clowns, or you're taking on something more disco-y or festive, this would be a very, very nice primary color palette to go to and enjoy. Last but not least, we have more of like a purple pink tone. This one is called Brights, and it is. The pastel pink was harder to capture on camera, but it was definitely pastel pink. I feel like these, I wanted to kind of experiment for a blush. In the tutorial where they do their sad clown and their clown variations, they were using these palettes as blush and on the nose. So I was like, I wonder if we could use this creatively for makeup itself. Like I said, I will continue to kind of play around with the possibilities, but I feel like for the price point, the colors you're getting, I would honestly grab them all and then just kind of go wild this holiday season, okay? Because they're not that expensive, and I feel like you're still going to get a lot of usage for either your makeup application, face painting, or actual Halloween goodness. So definitely check these out. Okay, so continuing our creams, if you're not ready to commit to a cream palette, don't worry, because we got cream pots. This reminds me of the old-fashioned clown makeup where it was like super hard and you had to activate it with water and like, you know, put it on there. I feel like these are way less intimidating and easier to use. If you're looking for a particular color, I feel like you have a good basic selection. So you have white, you have black, and then you have red. So again, the white allows you to create different variations of red and of black, gray, right? So I feel like these are more for basic use. So maybe your Halloween look requires you to shade a big amount of your face and your neck or body with black or white. I feel like these are definitely easy to use, very go-to basics for Halloween looks, and definitely the price tag is unbeatable. Okay, so when I was looking at the display, I was kind of remembering last Halloween where we were trying to use my eyeshadows to set major parts of the face, and let's face it, that kind of messed up my eyeshadows, my brushes, and it was just inconvenient. So I was just looking for something to kind of help me do the contouring or set the face, like major parts, and then I saw this. And I was like, finally, somebody gets it. So this is the contouring palette, and this is limited edition. This is called Zombie Apocalypse. I know. It is the same size as their traditional contour little circle that they sell, and this one is retailed for $3.98. I was very pleased to see a gray and a white. I can go darker if I want to, or just light. But when you're doing Halloween looks in particular, we're using a lot of grays and whites to kind of contour the face, give you that mummy effect, Dracula, anything that you need like light and shadow. This is going to be super useful, and I really appreciate that I can grab a bigger brush, dip it in there, and then go straight into the face. So I feel like if you're doing any kind of face looks this holiday season, definitely pick one of these up and just stop making your life hard. It can be easy. Okay, so let's talk about highlighters, because highlighters are something that Wet n Wild really does well. These are the two new highlighters that they released. First of all, let's talk about the packaging. I feel like the print inside the actual powder, it has a skull and it has it on the side kind of like peeking. I feel like these are very, very nice. They're smooth. They're not as wet as foiled as their traditional highlighters, but they're still really, really nice. I'm actually wearing them today day. So they give you a nice glow, and you can definitely intensify them with like a setting spray. But I feel like the two colors that they chose for this season allowed lighter and deeper skin tones to enjoy and to mix these to create an amazing shade. So the first one is a more traditional, very yellow gold. This is actually the one that I'm wearing on my brow bone and most of the cheek area that you see. This one is called Hollywood. Like, how? Yes, Hollywood. I know. I was talking to John about it. Cute. Next up, we have this one I thought was white and I was a little intimidated, but it's not. It is more of like a white lilac-y pink, but it does appear white in the pan. This one is Haunted Hills, and I believe this one they had released before and maybe just re-released it. But these are definitely something to check out. Price point, they are $4.98. These are super cute, very regular standard size for their highlighters. So if you're looking for a highlighter that's more on the bolder side or maybe lighter and more metallic, these are definitely something to check out. Let's talk about pumpkin spice season. All right, so this one I bought myself before we even got the PR package because I thought it was very interesting. I really enjoyed their primer serum that they launched, the pink one. So I was like, ooh, pumpkin serum. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about price point. So $5.98, you're going to get a smaller amount than the regular traditional size, but still a good amount. This one claims to have pumpkin seed extract, vitamin C, and it has, as far as like the shade or tone in it, it has more of like a peachy, a little bit of like a sprinkle of highlight, right, to add that glow to your face. Very traditional applicator, which I appreciate. Dropper, glass bottle, yes. When I opened this and I put it on the back of my hand, it was very moisturizing. I'll give it that. It was easy to use. It wasn't greasy or anything like that, but the fragrance just kind of threw me off. I am very sensitive to smell, but if you really love, what would you say, pumpkin seed? John's right here. Pumpkin seed? True pumpkin. If you really enjoy the pumpkin essence vibe, you are going to really enjoy some of these products. In particular, this one has a very intense fragrance that kind of lingers. So even after I applied it in my hand, I even washed it a couple times, I could still smell it. So if you're sensitive to smell, this is probably not going to be a product for you. But if you love pumpkin and you want a little bit of a glow and a little bit of the benefits of pumpkin seed and vitamin C, I feel like you're gonna want to restock on these. Additional commentary to this, John says that it smells like a peach candle. I say that it smells like peach and pumpkin. If you love any of those and you want it in your makeup, there you go. For the price point, what you're getting, and just all of the ingredients in here, this is definitely worth a try. Speaking of fragrance, I would say this is cinnamon and pumpkin fused together with a cute little face. Okay, so this is their blush, and this is called Let's Get Smashed. Hence the pumpkin. The pumpkin design inside to me feels like if a panda and a pumpkin got together, this would be their baby. It's cute, it's peachy, it has fragrance, but I did the test. So I told you that I'm a little sensitive to smell. So I wanted to apply it to my cheeks so that I could tell you if it lingers and if it is driving me crazy. I applied this about an hour ago and I don't smell it, which is a good thing. I don't smell it on my cheeks. So this is more of like, I'm gonna smell it, it's gonna stay in here, not on here. But the pigment, I really enjoyed it. It's very smooth. It's buttery. I wish they would have released more blushes, but I appreciate the color selection for the one that they released. It's cute, it's pigmented, it has a little bit of scent, but it's not overwhelming. So this is $2.98. Definitely pick it up. This is what I'm wearing today. I really enjoy it. I feel like it's very buildable. It wasn't to where I was dipping my brush and be like, oh my gosh, I put too much. So if you're a beginner or you really like to go heavy with your blush and you're just like, no, don't be afraid. This is cute, cuddly, smells great, and is easy to work with. All right, guys, to wrap up our face section, we are going to look at the sponges. I was actually looking at them to see if there were regular face sponges or they were very targeted more towards the body. But these actually say regular makeup sponges. I actually used the green one today. So they launched new colors. They have their traditional purple pink one. They have a green one, an orange one, and a black one. So I do enjoy the packaging on these. They don't have specific names or anything, but the graphic on the box are very cute. They're different. So the black one has more of like a hat and cards. The purple one has butterflies. The green one is kind of like a bear. And then the lime one was just fun. So I used this one today. I was very intrigued as to the size and how it felt, because in the box it actually says that you can use it wet or dry. I used it dry and I feel like it's not as soft as I would want it to be. So definitely make sure to wet it and wash it, and maybe after like maybe 2 times it will soften up. It's not super duper hard, but it's not the softest sponge. So I feel like these would be really, really good though for the face paint or like a body project where you had to be precise but still kind of like, you know, get it done. I feel like the shape, the cut is very easy to get into the inner corner and just kind of like shape everything. And the back can be just for the face, or like I said, for like the neck or anything that you're really doing. For these, I feel like the colors are fun. The size is a nice size, and the price point again is $4.99. So if you are looking for another sponge to try, maybe to bake, or for this particular face paint season, these are definitely worth a try. All right, guys, so we are officially starting our lip category, and I was super excited to see lipsticks. These are not just any regular lipsticks. They're colorful and they're matte. So they released 8 colors, and I feel like they are a little bit of everything for this holiday season. And they also gave you some traditional colors that I feel like I really, really enjoy. So I'm actually wearing one today, the red one. It's called Hazardous Red, and it's intoxicating. It is beautiful, and it makes your teeth look whiter, which is always important. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the shades and what the consistency and formula is. Even though these are labeled matte, I felt like some colors were matter than the other shades. So let's go ahead and kind of look at the colors, and then I will look at the formula with you. So the first one is a white color, and this one is called Ghostly Beings. This one I felt like was super pigmented for a white. I was very surprised with the overall pigmentation of these colors. If you're looking for a white, I feel like this one is going to be the perfect go-to color. It's easy to use. It is just beautiful. If you're looking for a white, just overall to get creative, or just a white lipstick, this one is pretty amazing. So next up we have Jack-O-Lantern, and this one is more of like a burnt orange brown. This is me right here. I'm either a red or a brown. And this one, I feel like if you are a fan of this tone, get it now, get it today, because it's awesome. It's beautiful. It's pigmented. This one leans more towards like a burnt orange shade, but this is very good for the actual price point and the pigment. This was to me a true matte. These mattes are not super stiff and dry. They are just the right amount of creamy and matte. So this one, definitely get one. You need it. Next up we have What the Spooky. I know. What the Spooky is a purple. When I was doing the swatches for these, I looked at the monitor and I felt like the purple and the blue were kind of getting mixed up. But this is to me a true Ursula purple kind of shade. This is again a matte tone. This to me was a true matte. It was very pigmented. So if you're looking for a true purple lipstick, you really love a purple lipstick for Halloween, or you just love a purple lipstick, this one is definitely beautiful. Next up we have number 4, and this is a super exciting and interesting shade to me. This is a lime green, and this is Bugga Bugga. This is super cool. If you've ever wanted to experiment with colorful lipsticks, I feel like this line offers you matte, pigment, and color. Why not? $198. Try them all. I feel like this one, I'm very intrigued, and I will definitely be trying this one for a look real soon. Next up, we have number 5, and this is called Graveyard. This is your traditional silver gray kind of color. This is, again, very nice. It's pigmented. I know a lot of Halloween shades, Halloween costumes, or Halloween ideas really come back to this color. So you always want a really good pigmented silver, and this one has a little bit of silver and gray. So this is a nice fusion and just one of those basics for this season. We have number 6, Eerie Onyx. This is a black, and this is the one that I was just like most excited about, but a little bit underwhelmed when I swatched it. This one looks very, very pigmented right here, and it is to a certain extent, but of all of the matte consistencies of these lipsticks, I feel like this one was the more, I don't want to say greasy, the more moisturizing one of the collection. And I feel like because it had a little bit more oil, I lacked a little bit of the punch of pigment that I really wanted for a black. I would have preferred a drier black just so I could have that like one and done swipe. But if you're looking for a more moisturizing black, I feel like this one would be really nice. And if you are in need of a black lipstick and you just want to try it, this one, grab a little bit of powder and you're good to go. So it's not a major problem, but I just wanted a little bit more. Okay, so next up we have the blue shade, and this one is Galaxy Blue. And this one to me is a true royal blue, very pigmented. As far as the matte texture, it is a true matte, not over moisturizing, and very, very blue. If you love a royal blue, this one's it. All right, so the last one we already kind of talked about. It is the one that I'm wearing right now. Very traditional, very nice red, very pigmented. I was surprised at how pigmented the red was because it was literally one swipe and you're good to go. And right now I have been wearing it for about 2 hours and it's not on my teeth. My teeth look white and it's staying in place. So I feel like these colorful lipsticks are a great opportunity for you to get wild, for you to enjoy the season, and for you to just build your colorful lipstick collection. For $198, it's a yes for me. All right, guys, so these are exciting. This is a lip and cheek tint. These are the traditional roller application, and these are super exciting. I feel like these are a little intimidating sometimes, but I can tell you what, they stain and it stays. So these are super cute. Let's read the names. This one is Love Bites, and it's more of a traditional red. And then this one is more of a cranberry. This one is Blood Bank. So I feel like if you want very minimal, like a quick stain on your cheeks, on your lips, just something very minimal, or you want to try maybe like a Korean trend with the fade on the lips, these are super interesting and cute to try. Last but not least, for our lip category, we have, of course, some lip goodies. So we have a lip scrub and we have a lip mask. So the lip scrub is pumpkin spice, and this one is called Daddy, like daddy, but dead-y, get it? Okay, so we are taking the smell test, and it is, would you say, very traditional pumpkin?
Yes.
This is definitely no debate out here. Pumpkin smell. This is really cute. I feel like this is very easy to work with. Scoop it, just, work it in. If you love a very seasonal lip scrub and you are into the pumpkin vibe right now, I feel like you're really, really going to enjoy the lip scrub. Next up, we have the actual lip mask. The name for this one is Fang Gang. So this one is a lighter scent to me. It's very like soothing, even though it says candy apple, it's not over sweet and over, yeah, very, very light smell, very moisturizing, very light, not greasy or sticky. So I feel like these are very, very nice for the price point. The size, it is $3.98, and we are getting like a good size, almost the size of my hand. So these are definitely something that I would stock up, especially if you travel or you like to have a moisturized lip. These are cute and definitely worth a shot. All right, guys, so starting off, our accessories category is our face and body glitters. So these are very interesting. I wanted to kind of see how pigmented, how glittery, the consistency, what am I dealing with, right? No one wants to be sticky and gross this holiday season, but these are very, very diverse. I feel like the one that I thought was going to like wow me was the very traditional like silver one, and I feel like of the swatches, this was the one that I had a little less glitter from. These over here were just beautiful, okay? Just beautiful. So these are priced at $5.99. I feel like you get a good amount. You have 0.5 ounces. I feel like these are very versatile in the fact that you can use them for your face, put them on your hair, on your body. Very, very good for Halloween or just festival season or any time that you want to put glitter, honestly, because there's no rules, right? So let's go ahead and go through the colors. So we have a very traditional silver color, and these don't have any particular names to them. So this is the silver. Then we have a beautiful like flaky unicorn white. Get this? Yes. Then we have our traditional gold, and again, this one is very, very pretty. It actually has some specks of like moon shapes and other little glitter shapes in here. So this one was amazing as well. Last but not least, the one that I would recommend get it right now, you need in your life, is this one. This one looks like a fusion of black and chocolate and everything in there. We have a mix of different size particles of glitter, and just the reflect on this is just amazing. So I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I'm going to use it. And we're going to enjoy it, and it's going to be awesome. So these, definitely check them out. I feel like all of them could work, but in particular, I would probably recommend these. Get them now. Thank me later. All right, so let's talk about gems, because we all want to bedazzle our face and body this season, or for any reason at all, because we love it. So there are two things that we see in this collection. We see individual gems and then the actual face gem kind of template. So looking at the single ones, they have a little bit of everything. And again, in their campaign, they used some of these for their look. So we have the pearl and white reflect kind of gem. And this one's called Ghost Friends for Life. I really like it. This one, we have more of like a rainbow colorful one, and this was Bone to Be Wild. I love it. Last but not least, we have the red, silver, black, more traditional palette, and this is Cauldron Crew. So I feel like if you know for sure that you enjoy single rhinestones for maybe like teardrops or any little pop of color in your look, these are super cute, and they're $1.98. So I feel like for the price point and the colors that we're getting, it's nice. All right, let's look at the 3 face gem releases. So these, I definitely know that the black one was used for their lioness campaign. So these are already kind of stick and peel for your face. So this one is Evil Goddess. And again, you can get creative. It's not necessarily this is it in the package. For the campaign, I saw that they used this one for the lioness one. So you can definitely get creative. This one I definitely enjoy. These are priced at $3.98. Next we have this beautiful unicorn reflect. This one is called Alien Babe, and I love it. I love it. This is very like Coachella, whatever you want it for. This is beautiful. Get it now. Last but not least, we have this one right here, and this one's called Moonlit Maven. I really feel like this is very cool. Add some more glitter or don't add glitter. All of these are beautiful by themselves, or like I said, they allow for creativity, and for the price point, you need them all. So spicing up our category of accessories are nails. We don't really talk about nails a lot in this channel, but nails change every look. If you have not noticed, nails are important. Okay, so we have 2 cool nail accessories. So the first ones, we have the traditional nail polish, and we have the black one, which is what I used as a base for my nails. And then we have this one, which I have yet to try, but I feel like we are very intrigued. This one is glow in the dark top coat, and I will definitely be trying this and letting you know if it does in fact glow in the dark. But These are priced very reasonably. They're $2.99, and I believe that these are the only 2 shades that they released, but very classic for Halloween. Then we have these cute little stickers. If you love nail art, you go to your nail tech and you know, bring your own stickers, or you decide to do your toes and your hands here that match, whatever it is. Live on the wild side. These are cute. These are actually priced at $2.99 as well. You have 2 releases. We have one that says Fright Club, and this is more of like ghosts and fangs and just more bloody amazingness here. And then we have this one, which is Trick Me, Trick Me. And this is more of like cats and a little bit of witches, a little bit of green and orange on here. So again, if you want to live on the wild side, let your nails live a little. So these are definitely something to try to have some fun this Halloween season. So these are very interesting stencils. They are priced at $2.99. And when I saw these on the display, I was unsure if they were a sticker or if they were hard, like, you know, your traditional stencil. These are actually stickers and it's a template. So the way that I saw them use it for some of their looks is that they cut out the piece that they needed. They kind of placed it on the skin, right? It's a sticker back. So once you're done, you just carefully peel it off and you're good to go. I enjoy the fact that if you're not super artistic or you don't feel very confident reproducing a design on both sides of your face and you want that guarantee, these stencils are going to make that super easy and achievable. So we have 3 different ones. We have the Magic Trickster, and this is the one that they used in their promo. We have the Fierce Lioness, and this is another one of the looks that they promoted. So I definitely feel like maybe doing the print at the very top or in the side of your face would definitely be easier with this. And then the last one that they have is Fancy Flyer. So again, if you enjoy more of like a butterfly print, this is very easy and achievable, and they gave you the tools to make this happen. All right, guys, so we have reached the final thoughts. What is this product collection, all of this goodness? What do I feel? So final thoughts, I really enjoyed the theme. So the theme is called Circus Sauvage. That is just a fancy way to say savage, people. I really enjoyed that they marketed a glam, achievable look with the tools to get this to actually be a reality, right? For most people, I feel like Halloween is one of those seasons where it's exciting but a little intimidating because it's so creative, and sometimes we feel that we can't achieve the looks. But I really appreciate that the line had stencils, they had glitter, they had face and body accessories. So I feel like they really thought that Halloween should be fun and accessible for everyone, and I definitely appreciate that. So I really enjoyed all of the products on the line. I definitely would stock up on face paint if you don't have anything to work with, because we want to keep our makeup products separate from our Halloween products so that we can just work and make it easy, right? Because Halloween is about being creative, having fun, and just there's no limits, right? There's no rules. So overall, I feel like all of these products are beautifully priced, amazing quality. I don't feel the difference between their regular line and these special edition lines. So if you're in the market, you're stopping by Walmart, there is so many things to check out and really just live for yourself. This is a little bit of online Wet n Wild, online Walmart.com, and actual physical location for the Walmart display. So I will be pricing and tagging everything below so that you can find it and enjoy it. But overall, guys, I feel like if you see this, definitely pick up a couple items and just enjoy them. Let's live a little this Halloween season. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I will be trying to recreate some of their campaign looks so that we can kind of put the stencils and all of these products to use together. So if you're interested in watching those, definitely stick around and make sure that you subscribe so that you can get all the notifications of all those amazing videos. Like always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have not followed me in all my social media platforms, make sure to do so at MUA Carla Trevino, where I share with you tips and tricks on makeup, fashion, accessories, and now Halloween goodness. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the love and your comments and support. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. you.